Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going baling. So I forgot to bring the camera just out with me when I was heading out. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, fueled up, filmed up, rolled up, all ready to rock and roll for today. Calves are out enjoying a bit of early picking with the dew on it. Still is a bit of a dew, surprisingly, and it's cool. It is cool, you can see the calves there, see their breath. Strange, so it is. It'll get warm later on. As you can tell, I'm in the summer shirts. So bro has gone on ahead of me. He's about half an hour ahead of me with the rake. So we're going to be on with the 99 and the Fusion. With 3 jobs to do. I'm reckoning somewhere between 130 to 170 bales between the 3 jobs. Also going on today, we have 23 acres of reseeding to get done. There's rain forecast for the weekend and into next week, which is wanted, but it just means that a little bit of pressure comes on to just get wrapped up some of the reseeding work that we're going to need. So Brendan is going to that and he's going to start ripping that. When bro gets back from harrowing, or from rowing, he's going to go harrowing with the power harrow after him, get the finish on it. Batter Phil then is going to go up and get the grass seed on behind them. Kind of planning on filming that job, but I won't be there. But it's moory, peaty kind of ground that's getting reseeded, and we're using Gold Crop's heavy cover mix for that. So it's a specific mix for heavy land, you know, the peaty, moory, the wet ground as we call it. And a good heavy land mix is a great job for that kind of ground. So it ties a mat in that gives it more structure and leaves it easier to drive across. We've done it a good few times for different customers and put heavy land mix, and there's no comparison between it and other grass seed. Anyways, they're going at that. Once I get back from baling, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will be sometime around 1 or 2 o'clock, I'm going off stone picking. I have 2 jobs, 40 acres altogether to get done. Again, hopefully before there's a heavy-ish rain coming Saturday, and everyone's keen to try and get done before that. So under a little bit of pressure, just to try and get that done. It's about 20 hours of picking between the 2 jobs, roughly speaking. We'll have to push on late, most likely. But anyways, look up, that's the crack, that's the story. So we're going to be on to the first job, so we're going to our furthest job, and then we're working our way back to home with the workload. Let's be on and get some bales, man. That's us loaded up, ready to rock and roll. Myself in. I'm hoping Bo is at the top of this. It is a narrow strip and then it opens up into a field. I'm hoping he's up here. Because if he's not up here, he's missed rowing the next couple of fields. There's maybe 3 or 4 acres in 3 fields. He hasn't that rowed. So if he's not up here, he didn't. Yeah. Whatever. None. P2 on. Spinning nicely. Just waiting to see bro across the top of this hill. I'm not feeling very confident at the minute. Oh, there he is. He's just finished. Not so bad. We'll catch him there now and just let him know where he's going next. He made the phone call too. Oh, you went in there? Aye, there's a low hanging branch. Yeah, I got caught with the mower. Good man. Right, you know you're doing Christie's next, yeah? You know when you went pulled out of the yard, and you know there's that field mower just in there. You have that one, and then you go in that. There's a gate just down that road a little bit in there. You have that one there, so like a triangle with the house in it. Then you know when you drive out there lane, there's a road goes that way, and there's a road goes that way and that way. You want to go down that road, and you know where we piped slurry that time when we crossed the road? There's 3 fields in there. You'll see them from the road. It's where the roadway, as far as Cow Roadway crosses the road. I'm going to have to Google map it for him. Look. I got that. Go down here. Yeah. See where it crosses the road there? Oh, that one? Oh, yes. That one. And then you go through the gate there. That's right. Then go to George. Good man. Bye. Now, that's him organised. So now I may make a phone call to Brendan. He was trying to ring me there when I was talking to the customers, and get him organised where he's going to receive. Bailing away here, everything is going grand. Now, what we're bailing at the minute is one of the wet bits that we mow and bail. You'd always kind of have to skip a bit in the corner there, or you wouldn't get much of the next bit done, or you know, it always be tight bit of going. This year, it's 110%. It is dry. The only problem we have is it just got a hardship on the second cut last year, trying to get it out of it. So it's a little bit rough for itself, but I think once this is done, we'll be coming back in to get it leveled up. Put the power of her in it and take out some of the roughness out of it. It's not too often. If it was 1 year and 5, you actually get right into the corners of the fields. So it's dry. It's not going to last, but a bit of rain will be wanted to push on all this ground that's cut to get the grass to regrow. But the problem is, once it starts, probably not going to stop. Rubber was out with the baler, the accumulator for the night block was gone. That's why we had to be putting on the monitor. So we got that changed, and there's been no people yet anyway. So yes, happy is. Nice out crop of stuff here. It's dry. It's nicely wet. This is on Tuesday. I'm bailing this Thursday, so it's a day on the ground. So it's in good order. And bales are packing in nicely, and I'm making good square round bales. If that makes any sense to you. For those of you who are not in the agri community, what I mean by a good square bale, that the edges of the bale looks firm, good and square. The edges are square, they're not kind of a rounded edge on it. That's what you mean by a good square bale. A good square round bale, that's what you're looking for to get the pack right on it. And to be fair, the grass is pretty good, so it's a good kind of grass for packing. If you're doing light leafy stuff, it's much harder to get it square. But anyways, things are going nicely here. I just wanted to let you know, we will be at Longford Vintage Show Sunday, the 1st of June, so the week after next. It's in Conley Barracks in Longford Town. Please come along and see the show. The lads give us a huge help when we're at our tractor run, so we want to support them as much as we can. So come down to the show. We'll be there with our merchandise and farm shop and that. We'll also be there with as many tractors as we can get to run to drive in. All the vintage stuff. Maybe we should do a wee series on it with Father Phil. How many can he get running, get loaded and get in? That would make a very, 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 very good video. But depends on how busy we are next week. Depends on whether I'd actually be able to do that. That would make a very, very good video. Let me know in the comments, would you like to see a video of Father Phil trying to start as many audio from the yard as possible to get them into Longford Vintage Show? We'll have a good selection of stuff in there. Weather's looking good. We'll try and get it combined in. But we'll just have to see what the weather's like. It is. We keep bailing here. I'd say we should have this well shook in about another 20 minutes. We're getting through it very, 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 very nicely. Very nicely. So we prep all the garden to below this, and then we have another on then to another farmer who was a field that was reseeded. Oh, I want to say last year. I think we reseeded it last year. That would be the baling done for today. So far, baling is kind of coming in drips and drabs. This is kind of the first bigger day's baling to be done. Or we've had more than 2 customers that are actually done it. I think we have more than 1. Yeah, this is the first day where we've had multiple customers with this. We find most of our baling customers will go more into June than they would into May. This job is really being done now because of how dry the ground is, and the weather is looking like it's going to rain. So let's get it done now while the weather is dry. More for this customer to be done, but the meadows aren't heavy enough. So we're hoping that maybe after a week or 2 with a bit of rain and that will bring on the meadows, and they'll be fit to cut then. This end of the field, just how bad doing last year, trying to get a bale. So if you go harrow and we get it leveled out and a bit of fresh grass in it, and then just straighten it out. So 3 more sward and 3 longish swords and 1 short sword to go. That's the first bed done. It is. So let's bale on to the next bed. We are finished baling for this customer. Crop was light enough now. One of the things I always have to remember is it is only the 22nd of May. Usually jobs like this will go on maybe another week or 2. It's hard to know. The biggest thing is crops of grass are going to stem. So with the dry weather we've had, when the crop of grass comes under stress for water, it stops bulking, growing leaves and bulking out, and it goes straight for head. And once it goes to head, it starts to die off and then repeats the process. And the crops we're doing at the minute are gone to head. They haven't bulked out very well, but then it is early. Type 1 to kind of know. Let me know in the comments down below, what are crops of grass like in your area? What is the dry weather? Have you had any rain? We've missed out on all the rain that's fallen in Ireland so far. There was rain supposed to be Tuesday, we missed it. Previous Sunday we missed it. So we could do with it. But on the flip side, we're going to get it, it's not going to stop. But let me know in comments. And anyone who is abroad, let me know in the UK what's it like over there or around and about. Same problem we're having with the barley at the minute. The barley crops are thin, especially the later sowed ones. And rather than tillering and putting up a couple of heads and bulking out, they're starting to push up. So we could have lost half a ton or more to the acre because of this dry weather at this time. So nothing you can really do about it. So you can't start irrigating. Because if you start irrigating, rather than the roots going down to moisture, the roots will turn and go up because your moisture's on top. And then if you get another dry spell, you have to keep at it. So yeah, pain in the arse. Anyways, we'll be on to the next customer, dairy farmer, lock of paddocks, and we get done. We go on this main road now. It's always a fun job. The N4. We are in the next job, so we've paddocks here to bale. It's in good order. Again, this was left down for over a day just to get it to wilt up nicely. So that's it. It's not over heavy, so it's not going to be many, maybe 20-30 bales on 4 paddocks, I'd imagine. Our wheels, we're loaded up with wrap, and we're also loaded up with powder. We're putting powder onto this for the customer. We get this wrapped up as quick as we can. It shouldn't take too long to be able to push on our forward speed because it's light. It's a common practice in Ireland for anyone who's maybe abroad to take out paddocks ahead of cows that are gone too strong and bale them for extra silage. It's part of good grassland management to keep grass growing and have the grass at the right stage for cattle to eat. That's more or less it. We kind of do the same. I take out paddocks that get strong on us as well because it's getting extra grass off the ground. We have pushed on quite nicely now. finished baling the paddocks with the dairy farmer, so there was nothing too exciting about it, and we're just on the road now heading for the next job. Taking a little bit longer than I was hoping. I suppose when you're only getting back into the swing of it, you kind of forget to yourself how long it takes to cover X amount of ground. Probably about an hour behind where I was hoping I'd be. Well, it's not because anything went wrong or anything at all. I had no setbacks. Get the next job wrapped up. Onto the reseeded pasture here now, and it's looking heavy. So it's looking heavy. Maybe I should have brought the other rolls with me. It doesn't look as heavy when I go out from the backsword. Backsword looks quite heavy now. So this is going to take a bit of going. Also have to be careful because we're on a slope down. I have to place my bales, which will take a bit longer. But yeah. Bit to get through, yeah, alright. So we're starting at 1:15. I'd say it's going to be at least 2:30 or after before I'm out here. Didn't really start much earlier than when we started because you needed to give the dew a bit of a time to lift. So this is what it is. I was just hoping I get more hours in the day to get stone picking when I'm finished this. Well, however, I have a day and a half to do 2 days work before the rain breaks on that one. So we're just going to have to see how it unfolds. Make sure now I wasn't paying attention of the how bale behind me. See, it isn't going to roll down the hill afterwards. That it is rolling down after. Sitting there now. Right. Yeah. So full concentration, Philip. Do not want bales rolling down the bottoms. So we are down to the last sport here, a bit there and a small bit there. George just started bringing in the bales. So black Massey at work. Just have one roll in just to finish. Just had to change, put in a new roll there. So I threw in one because there's only 3 bales left in it. So going grand, no, going grand. Yielded quite well this field now, quite well. It's I don't remember what's in it when we reseeded it. I think we're at 10 bales to the acre. I think even a bit more than that. There's 5 or 6 acres here, and we're on. That's the 63rd bale there now, and I'll get 2 more out of it. So let's say 6 acres. So we're over 10 bales to the acre, and good bales. Nice square bales. Happy out? Now we are on the way home with the baling done for today. How many bales had we to well? You can see in the morning's baling. The morning's baling, about 140-ish. That's just off the top of my head. 140-ish bales. So it's time to bale home back to the house, get the baler off, wash the windows. I want my windows nice and clean in the sunny weather, trying to watch the stone picker through the dust. If the windows were anyway dirty at all, is an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So I get the windows polished up and then stick on the stone picker and get going. I have 2 days work to do in less than a day and a half as it currently stands. So it's going to be interesting. There's rain forecast for tomorrow. So I 3 mil. And to be honest, 3 mil, with how dry the thing is, it's just going to disappear. As it'll be like it'll evaporate when it hits the ground. So it's not going to affect stone picking tomorrow. But it just, Saturday they're giving more rain, and I want to leave Saturday clear to catch up on cattle work for the week. Because it has been a busy week at silage. 3 pits of silage gone in. That bit of baling, the baling of it, we've got through quite a bit this week, and I want to make sure that Saturday is for me the day of cattle, just to straighten things out, get a lot of calves out of the shed and make sure everyone's hunky-dory. Liv has been looking after them for the week, but we have to do a bit of fencing and a few bits and bobs with them. So that's, I'll try and make sure I got all the picking done Friday. So anyways, look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, anything like that, let me know. What's the grass situation like in your area? Have you seen rain? What's it like abroad? How are things looking? I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.